Welcome to our video today, where we're going to tackle a common issue that many developers face when working with Swagger, the data integrity violation exception that occurs when deleting data. If you've ever encountered this error, you know how frustrating it can be. But don't worry, by the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of what causes this exception and how to resolve it. When building RESTful APIs with Swagger, data integrity is crucial to ensure that your database remains consistent and reliable. However, when deleting data, things can get complicated, especially if there are relationships between entities or constraints in place. In this video, we'll dive into the details of what happens behind the scenes when you delete data on Swagger and how it leads to a data integrity violation exception. So, let's break down what happens when you try to delete data on Swagger. When you send a delete request to your API endpoint, Swagger attempts to remove the corresponding record from your database. However, before doing so, it checks for any potential issues that might arise from this deletion. This is where data integrity comes into play. Swagger checks for two primary types of constraints relationships between entities and database level constraints, such as foreign key constraints or unique constraints. If any of these constraints are violated by the deletion, Swagger will throw a data integrity violation exception to prevent the deletion from occurring. Think of it like trying to remove a brick from a wall that's holding up the entire structure. If you simply remove the brick without considering the consequences, the whole wall might come crashing down. Similarly, when deleting data on Swagger, you need to ensure that you're not causing any ripple effects that could compromise your database's integrity. Now, let's consider an example to illustrate this concept better. Suppose we have a simple e-commerce AP with orders and customers. Each order is associated with a customer, and each customer can have multiple orders. If we try to delete a customer who has existing orders, Swagger will throw a data integrity violation exception because deleting the customer would orphan those orders, violating the relationship between the customer and order entities. To summarize, when you encounter a data integrity violation exception on Swagger, it's likely due to one of two reasons. 1. Violation of entity, relationships you're trying to delete data that has dependencies or relationships with other entities in your database. 2. Database level constraint violations. Your deletion operation is violating constraints such as foreign key constraints or unique constraints. To resolve this issue, you need to carefully evaluate the potential consequences of deleting the data and ensure that you're not compromising the integrity of your database. That's it for today's video on resolving data integrity violation exceptions when deleting data on Swagger. We hope this explanation helped clarify things for you. If you have any questions or need further clarification, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more informative content on API development and Swagger. Before we go, take a moment to reflect on your own experiences with data integrity violation exception. Have you encountered similar issues when working with Swagger or other AP frameworks? Share your stories and tips in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.